Everybody in that picture is going to be at Starrcast.
Oh
So I'm
God,
gonna,
you know it, bro. Oh my God. Bro, it is gonna be such a freaking Mark bonanza. Like I swear to God, man, if anybody was ever gonna make a documentary on Marks, you could
Oh,
go.
I am.
I got GoPros. I got my 4K video camera. I'm making a documentary on this thing.
Oh, bro, please do. Bro, I swear to God, I'll give you your own special on the brand. I will. I'll give you your own
Okay.
show, Mike. Hello, everybody. This is Vince Russo, and this is going to be a very special edition of The Brand, and this is going to be exclusive to those who subscribe on the Realm Network. And trust me when I tell you what you are about to watch is absolute gold. And I'm joined here by brand member Mike Durband. Mike Durband, what's going on, bro?
What's up, bro?
How's everything going, my friend?
Awesome, Vince. Thank you.
Guys, let me give you a little background, and let me give you let me tell you why I'm so thankful for Mike, and the brand should be as well. Guys, many months ago, I got a call from Conrad Thompson, and Conrad was telling me about this all-in show that was going to be tied to a podcasting convention that he was going to hold. And Conrad was calling me personally because he said, Vince, I want you to come to this convention. Are you open to it? I want to do a bunch of panels with you. What do you think? Now, I've been wanting to work with Conrad for a really, really long time. So when he wanted to invite me to Starrcast, I said, absolutely, Conrad. Conrad, whatever you want to sign me up for. You want to sign me up to do something with Eric? You want to sign me up to do something with Meltzer? Whatever you want to do, Conrad, I'll be there. Conrad was very excited. Then shortly thereafter, Conrad put out a tweet with a graphic saying that I would be appearing at the Starrcast convention. Now, shortly after that time, he received a call from Cody Rhodes. Cody had told him, hey, Conrad, Vince Russo, really? Yeah, Vince Russo, really? What's the problem? Why is there an issue with Vince Russo? Cody said to Conrad, well, I don't know if the Bucks are going to like this, yada, 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 yada. And then Cody shortly tweeted out publicly after that, Vince Russo, stay home and stay far away from Starrcast. I said, okay, honestly, bro, here was my first thought. F you, Cody. Fine. No, bro, seriously? Like, you think I give a crap either way, whether I come to your Starrcast? I wanted to work with Conrad. And, Conrad called me and Conrad invited me. And if I had the opportunity to work with Conrad, great. If you want to be a dick about it, then fine, bro. I won't come to your little Starrcast. It doesn't matter to me. Meanwhile, bro, Conrad called me back after Cody tweeted that. And Conrad said, Vince, I want you to know. He said, Starrcast is my convention. He says, I am not calling you to uninvite you. He says, as far as I'm concerned, you're still invited to come to this thing. This convention is my baby. It has nothing to do with the show. Conrad, I appreciate that. But you know what, bro? I'm not going to come somewhere I'm not wanted. If for whatever reason, Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks don't want me there, I said, bro, no problem. I'll stay home, with my wife and I'll be happy that I don't even have to get on a plane and travel. So, we left it at that. But for whatever reason, now that wasn't good enough for Cody. Then he had to take it to the next level. And that's when he did the interview where he called me a homophobe. And, I never met the guy. I never had a conversation with the guy. I know he's buddies with Ryan Satin. I know that's where he got that from. But if Cody Rhodes had half a brain in his head and he thought for a second I was a homophobe, all he had to do, bro, was ask his brother Dustin, who I worked years and years and years with in 3 different companies. I think Cody would have found out that was very far from the truth, but he just thought he would throw that out there. And, then my YouTube video followed, which was not very kind to Cody Rhodes. So the rest is history, bro. Whatever. I didn't go. I don't give a shit. But my good friend Mike Durband went.
I went. I was at all 4 days of Starrcast. I went to Starrcast and All In. And I did some undercover reporting. I did interviews with some so-called wrestling journalists. I did interviews with fans. I did interviews with marks. You are going to see all this video right now.
Yeah, and guys, this is, listen, bro, I say this every day of the week. Bro, honestly, like the Meltzes of the world and the Kellers of the world and the Cody Rhodeses in the world and the Young Bucks of the world, as a shoot, I don't give a shit about any of them. Like, I'm just being honest with you. What I give a shit about is my audience, the brand, entertaining my audience, and the material in which to entertain them with. That's all I care about. And what Mike provided, bro, by going to this convention and the All In show is, oh my God, bro, just a wealth, a fountain of entertainment that I am so thankful to have. And bro, the marks that hated me and didn't want me there, and then the wrestling journalist who knows everything. Oh my God, I literally ate this up. So you guys, you're in for a treat, man. You only get this because you subscribe to the brand, bro. And this is I can't thank Mike enough, and you guys should be thankful to Mike for getting this material. Hopefully, bro, this is a yearly thing. Mike and I have been talking about plans for next year, bro. We've been talking about that, but hopefully this will be a yearly thing. Hopefully next year we'll even bring it to the next level. But this is a Mike Durband presentation, bro, and it's Mike at Starrcast and All In. I know all of you guys are going to enjoy this.
All right, first clip. We'll start at the beginning. This is Thursday. This is the first day, and Thursday afternoon, full hotel lobby. Everybody just started screaming.
This is opening day, Thursday.
Opening day, yeah.
And literally Elvis is about to walk in the building.
Elvis and the Beatles.
Elvis and the Beatles are about to walk in the building. Elvis, John, and Paul.
So we'd start to hear screaming and cheering and chanting. I didn't know who was coming. I just whipped my phone out real quick.
Right.
Elvis and the Beatles were walking right in front of me, and here we go.
That was the Young Bucks and Cody, right?
Yep.
These are literally their gods.
This is the Fab Four right here.
The Fab Four.
Walking through. The seas split open like Moses.
Moses with the Red Sea. Yeah, Moses split the Red Sea.
We're going to skip ahead to All In. This is inside the arena. Whenever a big move happened or anything huge, you would hear, dun, dun, All In, All In, All In.
God.
That was the chant of the night.
All In.
You heard that more than you heard This Is Awesome. And then I'd look around and I'd see everyone's face, and it was euphoria.
Euphoria.
These guys have been waiting 6 months. However, whenever this was announced,
All In. All In. Wow. You're a normal human being, right? Well, I don't know if people would call you normal, Mike, but you're an intelligent human being. Can you explain these chants to me?
I hate chants, man.
Explain,
I hate
Mike,
them.
what's behind it? Mike, you're a rock star. Yeah, I've been to many rock shows. What's with the chants at wrestling shows, bro?
The "This is awesome" chant, I don't get it.
When you break it down, there are grown men chanting "This is awesome" during fake fights. That's what it is.
Okay, so this is the first time we are going to meet the 5 lucky fans that I decided to interview. They were more than happy to do it, man.
Well, because they thought you worked for.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think they would have done it anyway, man.
Yeah, I think they would have done that. You had a microphone, bro. That was good enough.
These guys are walking around with belts. Everyone's got a belt.
The belt thing kills me, bro.
Here,
the belt.
We'll get to the belt. There's a belt clip later, so we'll get.
All
to
right.
it. Okay. I got to put these guys over, man. They were so friendly, and I really like these guys. All 5 of them. They were just really cool guys. I wish I would have ran into them later over the weekend. They were very enthusiastic. They love wrestling. You can just tell that everyone there just loves wrestling more than anything in the world.
Welcome to Starrcast. Could you tell me where you traveled from to get here?
I drove up from Louisville, Kentucky, so it was about a 6-hour drive.
We're here at Starrcast, and what's your name?
My name is Zach.
All right, where do you hail from?
Close to Houston, Texas.
Hailing from close to Houston, Texas, my man Izzy.
I am very overwhelmed. There is so much to see. I got headlocked by Colt Cabana. That was awesome.
Who are you looking forward to meeting most?
Actually, that just happened. I got to meet Kenny and Coda, the Golden Lovers, so that was actually really cool.
I tripped over Pat Patterson. It's been amazing.
Do you think he enjoyed you falling over him?
Maybe a little bit.
The Bucks tomorrow, along with Cody and Brandy.
Maybe you could help me with this, Mike. I don't know what this is because I've never been this obsessive over anything. Mike, I don't know what I would drive 6 hours to go see. I can't rip it really because I don't understand it. I've just never been obsessed over anything like that in my life.
I can't rip it, man. These guys were so nice, and there's a lot worse things that people can be into.
Yeah, but don't you think, Mike, it's a little dangerous when you put that much of an importance on this?
So at the start of All In, they did a cold open where Cody and the Bucks came out and they teased the crowd. They asked them, "Do you guys like pyro?" They blew off all the pyro at once just to show it off. Man, I'm sure it looked good on TV, but
can I tell you something, Mike? Can I tell you something? And this is like something completely different, but I think you'll appreciate like the insight. Mike, when we used to write television shows and like say it was Austin, okay, bro? There was an old saying that you didn't want to kill the guy's pop. Okay, bro? So in other words, if Austin had a huge title match against the freaking Undertaker, okay, bro, later on in the night, that was the main event. You did not want Austin to go out in front of the people before the match because you would kill his pop. You wanted the people to wait all night, anticipate. Now, you could do stuff in the back to build it up, but when he came out, you wanted the place to explode. The last thing you would have done is put the 3 biggest stars on the show out in front of the people at the top of the show.
With all the house lights on, everything's well lit.
You would never do that, bro. You're killing their pop. And that's the thing with me, bro. It's like stuff like that they don't even know. Like they don't even know that, and they don't even understand why the 3 biggest stars of the show are going out at the top of the show. They're killing their pop for later on to introduce pyro. It's stuff like that they don't understand.
Does anybody here like pyro? Yeah? On 3. 1, 2, 3.
You're right, Mike. You're missing those concussion bombs. That's what you're missing. I mean, we got sparklers, but you didn't get the boom, 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 boom. That's really what you're missing there. See that God, man, that's the thing. Why would you kill your pop for something like that?
Stupid.
Yeah, just see it's stuff like that they don't understand. You could have had Brandy go out and do that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you could have had Cody's wife go out there and do it, and she would have got a huge pop.
Yeah,
you know, they love her. She's the first lady. You know,
I mean, something like that. You're gonna blow your pop for later on. I don't understand it.
So we were standing by Victoria's table, Lisa Marie, and I was gonna wait to ask her to get an interview, and then I see this man walking towards me, and he's getting closer, and I said, "That's Wade Keller."
Oh boy!
So
did you scream like when the Bucks and Cody walked in the room?
In my mind, I was screaming. I'm like, "Oh God, here he is, man!" Here.
So this is the Wade Keller.
I quickly scrolled through my phone. I found the questions that I had written for him. I said, "Hey Wade," I said, "Can I ask you a couple questions?" And he was more than happy to do it, man. I got to put him over. I got to put this guy over, man. Wade is probably the nicest guy that I've ever met. Look at you.
All right, can I play the clip?
Listen, he was very friendly. You can just tell this guy eats, breathes, and sleeps wrestling, man. He loves it. He just, every word that comes out of his mouth when he's talking about wrestling, he loves it more than anything.
Except when Vince Russo comes out of his mouth.
Yeah.
That's venom.
I had a technical issue during the middle of the interview. I had a wireless microphone and the audio went out on it during the middle of the interview. So I actually asked him a question about his fantasy booking, and there's no audio. So that killed me, man.
Oh, wow.
So that question was lost. So you can just look at his face when he's talking to me. He's so happy to be talking about wrestling.
They love it. They love it.
And you know what else? You know, these guys are most of the time I can imagine they're in front of their computers at home, you know?
Yeah.
They interact with people only through Twitter and through their podcasts. And I don't know, I think Wade has a call-in show. So for these guys, for Keller and Mitchell and the other two, this weekend was as big for them as it was for Cody and the Bucks.
Well,
this is their chance to be the heroes.
Yeah, they were celebrities. These guys, they're the stars of this show. This is feeding their ego, and they're eating this up.
Well, we are here with the great Wade Keller from Pro Wrestling Torch, right?
Yes.
Since 1987.
Yes.
You've been doing it a long time.
I have, yes.
Are you like the second longest compared to Meltzer?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think Meltzer started The Observer in 82.
All right, so Mike, what's the name? Now that we know you're a big fan of Wade Keller, what's next, bro?
Oh, you're going to love this one, dude.
Here we go, bro.
You're going to love. Oh, my God. Okay.
Here it is.
I got a drink on this one.
Very nice, Mike.
Everybody look at this cup that I'm drinking out of. All right, so this is another segment of me interviewing the fans. This was very hard not to laugh. Which wrestler has the best abs?
Oh, Jesus.
I'm sorry, say that again?
The best abs?
Oh, the best abs.
Abs?
Abs.
Which wrestler has the best abs?
Ooh. Finn Balor. Holy cow.
Finn Balor.
Yeah, that's what everybody's saying, yeah.
Kind of tough one because I remember there was a little competition with Gargano and Michaels.
Okay.
Man, I'd have to say, honestly, Brian Cage, man. That guy's a fucking animal.
Honestly, I'm going to pull a shocker and go with Tony Nese.
I don't know who that is.
He's on 205 Live, one of the cruiserweights.
Okay.
I'd probably say I got to go with him.
Better than Finn Balor? Better than Johnny Gargano?
Oh, my God.
Balor give him a run for his money, and as much as I love Gargano, that's not even close.
Yeah.
Now, why didn't you turn that on them, though, Mike? Why didn't you ask them the question? Like, why didn't you say, well, how about some of the females?
I didn't think of it at the time.
Yeah.
I should have. Yeah. I'll do that next time.
That's funny, bro. That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you guys talk about that further when you went to dinner that night?
Who?
You and those guys?
Oh, yeah. I would have, man. I would have gladly had some food or drinks with those guys. I mean,
there's certain fans that know me as the jack off from Greensboro because Bruce Pritchard called me that on the show.
You know what it is with these guys, bro? I swear to God, it's so funny. They love to name drop. Bruce Pritchard mentioning his name is like a badge of honor to him. You know what I mean, bro?
If it wasn't for you and Bruce and these podcasts, I wouldn't know who these guys are. I would never have heard of Bruce Mitchell.
But they are so in their element here, bro. They are so in their freaking element, huh, bro?
Yeah,
They just loved it.
they're walking on air. You could just see it. They love being there. They love it, man. All right, so this is just an extended clip of me walking down the hallway. This is like one of the main hallways in the hotel. It was very hot in the hotel. The air conditioning wasn't working too well, and when you get hundreds of wrestling fans in a confined area, it's not pleasant, man. It's stunk in there, and a lot of these guys don't wear deodorant. They don't bathe. Their hygiene is really bad.
Yeah. No, Mike, seriously, you really smelled you smelled a foul odor.
Foul, yeah, especially in the lines. When you're in the lines and these poor guys, I don't think anybody's taught them that they're supposed to wear deodorant or they should bathe in the morning before they go to the convention.
God, didn't you feel really bad for the girls signing, bro?
It's terrible. Oh God,
that's
so
terrible.
bad.
Those poor girls, man, because they're hugging on them and shit like that.
Yeah. I mean, when you go pose for the picture, they put their arms around him, and I'm looking at these I'm looking at Tennille Dashwood, and she's got some sweaty,
bro,
300-pound man grabbing on her.
Mike, how quick do those freaking girls hit the shower when they get back to the room?
Oh, it's horrible, man. I
don't know what it is with the black shirts, but they're all the black shirts. Very little color. This guy's got a yellow shirt. You know what's that, bro? There's like very little color.
Yeah, most wrestling shirts are black. Bullet Club, all that stuff. They're all black.
Yeah, a lot of K boots. I could smell the K boots. I could see the K boots. Yeah. Oh man, they're loving this though. This is their element, bro.
Yeah.
So now, what are they all like headed into like the conference room, bro, where people are signing and
so
stuff?
that line was going into the main room where they had the meet and greets going on.
Mike, were there any hot chicks in attendance? Seriously, how many do you think you saw?
Santana Garrett.
No. I'm talking about ticket holders.
Yeah, there were some. Yeah.
There was some hot chicks.
Yeah, but you could tell they were with somebody. There was no single group of 4 or 5 girls walking around enjoying the convention.
Mike, let me ask you a question. Do you go to a lot of these Comic-Con shows?
Yes.
Okay, what's the difference between this and a Comic-Con?
A Comic-Con definitely has more women.
Is it the same kind of fan, Mike? Is it the caboose? I mean, do they smell?
Yeah. Well,
at Comic-Con too?
Yes, definitely.
What is it with people in hygiene, bro?
It's these people that don't leave the basement, and this is one of the rare times that they actually get out, and they just don't know how to behave in public, and they don't know how to wash themselves.
Gee.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Come on, man. I can't get enough of these clips, Mike. You know that, right?
Yeah. Who's the one wrestler they hate the most?
The one wrestler? Roman Reigns. That's it. That's all. That's how you're gonna set this up.
That's it. That's all I got to do. Go. Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
He doesn't appreciate the opportunities he's been given.
You think you're the top dog? Think again. This is my playground.
I feel like he doesn't deserve the spot he's in.
I'm coming after you, and I'm coming after the Universal title.
Look at
Vince
you,
is
Mike.
pushing him down everybody's throat.
Yeah, and I think that's what's turning a lot of the fan base off.
And there's not a damn thing you can do about it.
Because it's at the expense of guys like Seth Rollins.
Yeah, dude. Everyone I asked, who's your least favorite wrestler? 10 out of 10, Roman Reigns.
And why is that, Mike? What's your theory on that?
Well, they all give the same answer. He's taking the spotlight away from people that deserve it.
Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, this is at the 4-star panel, and this is your buddy Dave Meltzer going off and bullshitting everybody.
And he's loving it.
I try to block all the fandom out, and I try to block, because I'm trying to be like a real reporter, and I try to block people will go like, who do you like and this and that. And I tried to block it out completely. And when I watch a match, I try to block it out too, because obviously there's going to be people that you like and stuff. I mean, with me, I'm cursed because the people who like me the most also are the best wrestlers. So it leads to this thing of, look at these friends, and it's like a freaking curse. I have to be straight to the audience that's listening on the podcast or reading. I have to be, because if I'm not, the smart people will see through me. The dumb people will never get it. But the smart people will see through me, and that'll be it. That's, once they do, then, you're useless.
He's so fucking arrogant, man.
That's my problem with all these guys, the arrogance.
I can't get in his mind, man. I don't know what that guy's thinking.
I can't either. I can't.
If I'm wrong, I'll tell you that I'm wrong later.
See, that's the thing, bro. If I'm wrong, I'll tell you if I'm wrong later. If you're wrong, why don't you tell me you're wrong now? Plus the fact, bro, you never tell me you're wrong later. That's exactly what he does, bro. He hopes people forget about it. He's done that to me so many times, bro, where he's been wrong and I've called him out. Never one single time was there ever a retraction, bro. Never. Here we go, bro. This is the march of the penises, bro. This is it. Mike, what was the crowd reaction during this? What was the crowd reaction?
They popped hard, man. This was another moment where I looked around because I don't want to look at this, man. This is stupid. So
disturbing. Yeah.
I had my phone filming it, but I'm looking around at everyone around me's face, and they are loving it.
And what if I would have booked this? What if I would have booked this, bro? What would have happened, Mike?
Back then?
Yeah.
They would have criticized you for it.
God, I'm just wondering, where the hell did they get there must have been like 8 penis costumes.
Yeah, I think one of the Bucks' wives had to order them or something. They had that planned out months in advance, I heard.
God, and I bet you they weren't cheap either, bro.
No. Well, shit, they could sell those on eBay right now. They could have
Joey
Ryan sign them, and they can double their money off that.
Unbelievable. If I would have wrote that, bro, I would have been slaughtered. I would have been slaughtered, bro. Absolutely slaughtered.
If you would have wrote that in 98, they would still be talking about that now.
Yep.
That would be probably one of the top 3 things that people would bring up about how the shitty things that Vince Russo wrote.
And how he killed wrestling. Yep.
Yeah.
The March of the Penises. Yeah.
This is at the after party in the VIP section, and here's an old friend of yours.
Okay. I love you, Vince.
Bro.
Yeah.
Jerry Lewis.
Russo's brand. Thank you, Bill. Thank you.
Yeah, he's a legend, bro. He's a legend. The guy's a freaking legend. He is, bro. He's gold, man. He's like the freaking Don Rickles on the Tonight Show, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bill Apter, honestly, I don't say this about anybody else. He is a treasure. He is a treasure in the wrestling business, Bill Apter, bro.
Podcast Row. There was probably 15 different podcasts that actually paid money to be on that with their tables and everything. And there was an empty table. So I just put my stuff down and I told Hambone, I said, all right, we're doing the Mike and Hambone show right now. This is the Mike and Hambone show coming to you live from Starrcast. Hello, Hambone.
Hello, Mike. Hello, Brand. Hope everybody is out there is well this evening.
We are at Starrcast, and tomorrow is All In, or as Vince calls it,
All Out.
Yes. I wish he was here, man. I talked to him last night on the Twitch channel, and then I called in on the Skype.
Yeah.
And he was very interested on what's going on here.
I've sent him a couple of pictures of people he likes.
Yeah. We're doing a show. That was Victoria. Oh,
Victoria.
Lisa Marie.
Nice too. Yeah, Velvet Sky had nice things to say about Vince.
Yeah.
We talked to her and Angelina Love last night, and they were very, very pro Russo.
Is that Alvarez? No, it's some other guy wearing a headband.
Yeah.
Keeping it 100. We're gonna meet Conan and Disco. I can't wait to meet Disco, man.
Yeah, Disco. That should be really good.
Yeah, because he's gonna love you.
Oh yeah, I love Disco's a man.
Yeah, Disco is awesome, man. There's Scott Steiner right there. All right, well that's our update for now. The Mike and Hambone show for the Brand.
Everybody have a great evening. Thanks for listening.
how many of you guys are fans of Minoru Suzuki? Oh, just everybody. Okay.
Bro, do you have any idea who that is?
I have never heard of Minoru Suzuki. I don't even know if that's the
Never heard of menorah. I know a menorah. The Jewish people use that at Hanukkah. That I know.
But I don't know who Minoru Suzuki is. But somehow, a lot of hands raised up when he asked that question. Look at his response. He's just so happy. He's so pleased to be in a room with 100 men that share his love for Minoru Suzuki. Look at his face. So play it again.
Oh, just everybody. Okay.
They love this. They loved it.
Oh, just everybody. Okay.
I don't know what kind of a thing I would be at that I would love it this much.
All right, here's another segment where I interviewed my new friends. Again, they all seem to pretty much have the same answer. Attitude Era or current product? What do you like?
Probably now. You know,
Really?
I mean, I love the Attitude Era, but when you look back on it, you know, it's not as good as you think it was. You know, like you were a kid and you got to see boobs and you got to hear curse words, and so you're like, oh, this is awesome.
Honestly, current product.
Current product, because I didn't watch Attitude Era.
The in-ring actual, as far as the wrestling goes, far superior in my opinion.
The match quality that's going on now these days, I mean, it's unparalleled. You know,
Attitude Era had better storylines, but but then we got to Mr. Russo, so
I really enjoy the current scene.
Oh, bro, freaking classic stuff. Great stuff, Mike. Unbelievable stuff. This stuff you got at this thing is freaking priceless. Freaking priceless.
And this is Bruce Mitchell confusing real life with a promo. He was confusing an Alexa Bliss promo, thinking I can't even get in this guy's mind.
And I don't like wrestling promotions that say, even when Alexa Bliss says this, that Ronda Rousey hasn't paid her dues.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, it's the most bizarre thing in the world, Mike. If this 4-star panel was for 12-year-olds, I totally understand. Bro, these guys are, 3 out of the 4 guys here are like in their 50s.
These guys they blur the line between.
They do blur the line. Mike, when you say it was called a 4-star panel, are you saying that, or was that what it was legitimately called?
Bro, that was the actual title of the panel.
The 4-star panel.
Yeah. Well, you saw my Santana Garrett interview, right?
Yes, I did.
This is just a little excerpt from that.
And I want the people at home watching this to decide if Santana Garrett was smitten with Mike, because I think she was smitten with you, bro.
You have the nicest teeth in all of wrestling. What is your secret to keeping them so white?
Thank you.
And beautiful?
Okay.
Say, Mike, she's smitten with you.
That is the best compliment you could possibly give me, because growing up, my only insecurity was my teeth.
Really?
I had crooked teeth, and I paid a lot of money to get these bad boys straight. And you know what? I brushed my teeth morning and night.
Look, Mike, you can't even look at him, Mike. Look, I think you're a little smitten. Mike,
totally.
Making eye contact, Mike.
And you can see them on her Instagram. What is
Always.
your Instagram?
At Santana Garrett.
Okay.
Yeah, I always show off my big white teeth.
She was only the second interview that I did, so I was pretty nervous doing it. I'm usually behind the camera. Very rarely am I in front of the camera. I usually film other people.
What was the first one?
The first one was Oscar from Men on a Mission.
Oh, okay. Can I listen? Bro,
Yeah,
be honest with me. Kaboots.
What does that mean?
K-Boots.
I don't know
Oscar.
what that-
Hygiene.
Oh, did he smell?
Yeah.
You're going to pop on this one. This one, Vince, I'm not even going to give you
nothing.
No, you're just going to go into this cold and you're going to love it, man.
Here we go.
Burn it down, 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 burn it down.
Bro, the only thing I hope, Mike, is seriously, I hope that's not the father of any children. I mean, that's all I can say, bro.
This is a fan asking a question to his gods, Meltzer, Alvarez.
4 stars. Yeah, 4 stars.
And I don't even remember what the guy asked, but I just remember his voice.
Oh, God.
The thing I feel about WWE is they kind of open Pandora's box. They have so much content to fill that it just almost sometimes feels like I'm just watching two people drown. Like they're just splashing. It's like, just throw them the life preserver, for God's sake.
I'm really I'm not laughing at the guy. I'm not even laughing at the voice or anything. I'm just laughing at how into it they are.
Yeah.
And they're just so freaking into it, man.
So one of the other panels they had at Starrcast was the Death of WCW panel. Do you know who was supposed to be there?
R.D. Reynolds.
Yep.
Bischoff.
Yep.
That's all I know.
Who was the other author besides R.D. Reynolds?
I don't think Alvarez was ever booked to be there.
I think he either backed out or he never committed to it. But do you remember what he said about it?
Yeah, he didn't want to give Bischoff the rub.
What's the real reason he didn't want to be there?
Scared to death.
Scared of Bischoff, right?
Scared to freaking death. Scared of me. Scared of Bischoff. That's why I respect the hell out of R.D. Reynolds, bro.
Yeah.
The guy wrote a book. R.D. Reynolds wrote a book. Right, wrong, or indifferent, he stands behind the book. You cannot write a book burying somebody, attacking their character, pointing the finger at them. You cannot do that and then not freaking be in front of them. You can't. That is so freaking weak. I mean, come on, man. That's being a man.
So the way the convention was set up, Alvarez is at his table, and then about 15 feet to the left, who do
Bischoff.
I see?
Bischoff.
Yep. 15 feet away from each other.
He must have been shitting his pants. And Bischoff didn't say anything to him, huh?
No. Well, not when I was in the room.
That surprises me.
Yeah. This is just showing how close.
Oh, wow. Really? You got a video of this.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it, man. Alvarez is probably just nervous, man, to be in the room.
Yeah.
Because Bischoff, he's not scared of anybody, man.
No, that's one thing about Bischoff, bro. He's not. No. Yeah.
He's very intimidating, like someone said.
Yeah.
And he's just, Bischoff will not back down from anybody.
Yeah.
If Bischoff wrote a book, Bischoff's going to defend his words to his dying day.
Yeah. Even though he's another one that won't come face to face with me.
No. He did say if he ran into you in an airport or somewhere, he'd have a beer with you.
And as would I, but I want to take it further than that because I really would like to have a conversation with him. I really would. I want to.
I think if the two of you got in a room together, you guys would. You might be able to hash it out.
You got to understand. People have to understand with me and Bischoff, bro. On two occasions, not one, we were both put together, not having any choice in the matter, and our personalities are completely freaking different. So when you got two guys that are two polar opposites and they're forced to work together, not once but twice, bro, it's not going to be easy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the reality of the situation, All right, bro. So you want me to pull this up now? I'm going to see the proximity of Alvarez and Eric Bischoff at All In. Wow.
Dude, look at Bischoff. He just looks like an intimidating man. I would not screw with that guy. Alvarez never looked to the right.
Wow.
Alvarez kept his eyes forward the whole time.
He hates Meltzer too, bro.
Bischoff?
Well,
yeah, he does.
Mike, Mike, let me ask you a question.
Yep.
You're there with the camera and you're seeing that.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you try to stir things up a little bit?
I've thought about that since then, and I really wish I would have.
Hey, Brian. Hey, there's Eric, Brian. Why don't you tell him about some of the things you wrote about him that's all you had to say, bro. If you would have said something and broken the ice like that, I guarantee you Bischoff would have said something. Definitely. Bischoff is in a public place, bro. He doesn't want to come off as a dick. Yeah. He doesn't want to come across as a bad guy, and I don't blame him. If a third party would have started that, I guarantee you he would have came back with something and the shit would have been on. All right, what's next, Mike?
All right, here's my good friend Wade Keller again. And I
Jeff
asked
was
him,
very disappointed too yesterday on 8 Days a Week when we were talking about you. And I told him, I said, bro, I'm going to be honest with you. I think freaking Mike's a fan of Wade Keller now.
would you prefer to go back to a time pre-internet when it was just the paper, or do you like the everything being on the internet?
You know, there's pros and cons to both. I'm glad that I got to experience so many different evolutions of media. The print was interesting because there was something about kind of taking time to reflect on a week in wrestling.
Yes.
Put it in perspective, take a deep breath, and then mail it out and know that like people are opening that envelope and learning things that for more than a week ago that they had no way to learn otherwise. So that was a neat feeling, and I'm nostalgic for that. But I mean, the adrenaline rush of every day and the ability to do what we're doing here in podcasting.
Yep.
The adrenaline rush.
The adrenaline rush.
So this is the 4-star panel again. I arrived late. I got in like 10 minutes before it was over. I got in the line to ask a question to them. I was the last person. They cut the line off after me. And I got up there and I asked,
Dave, have there ever been any 5-star matches in Chicago?
And when I asked that question, Mitchell like screamed at me. Oh,
we just talked about one.
All the marks turned around and all the marks turned around and looked at me with these angry faces, like, "How dare you!"
Oh my God!
So I apologized. I'm like, "Oh, sorry," and then I just shouted out the first question I could think of.
How many stars do you give the Disco Inferno Brian Alvarez tag team?
I didn't see that. We were going so well.
Did Alvarez even comment on that, or he said nothing?
Alvarez just smiled nervously and didn't say it.
Bro, you know what's so funny? Well, bro, can I tell you something? you got to work the people. They still need to have some kind of a character. You know what I'm saying, bro? They need to be special. They need to be a star. Bro, if I'm one of the 4 on that panel, I am going to get myself over at the expense of the other 3. That is what I'm saying to myself. They got a chance of subscribing to Keller, or they got a chance of subscribing to Mitchell or Meltzer or all those guys up there. If I am one of the 4 horsemen up there, I am like, you know what, bro? When this freaking panel is over, they're subscribing to me. Yeah. They don't even bro, they're such marks and they're so happy to be there. They don't even understand that aspect of it.
Another person I got to interview was Diamond Dallas Page. And you know him. You don't really interview him. You hand him a microphone and then he just does his promo.
And this is exactly what I was just talking about.
Yeah.
This is exactly what I was just freaking talking about. You just saw 4 guys that don't get it, and you're going to see a guy that 1,000,000% gets it.
He walked right up to me with his hand out, took my microphone. I didn't even have to ask him.
Too much.
He's just in full promo mode from the very beginning.
Yeah, that's how he freaking makes a living. That's what I'm trying to say.
And dude, he went on like a 10-minute promo about DDPY.
Yeah,
and then he mentioned his book that's coming out on Random House. I didn't even ask him about that, and he's just going on and on.
Unbelievable.
I asked him another question relating to you, and this is that question. I heard Vince Russo's son works with you now.
Yes,
how's that
works
going?
with me. It's great.
Is he a good worker?
Great worker, good kid. He's creative, works hard.
Yeah. Does he like his dad at all?
Some ways, I guess, and not other ways. He said, I get along with his dad great.
Yeah.
We've had our heated times, but I love his dad.
Yeah.
And I was happy to. It probably made it easier for me to hire him because he was the son of my boy Vince. And because I know, if anything, someone like Vince Russo, people can think what they want. Got a crazy strong work ethic.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah, very nice of Paige. Thank you very much, Paige. Thank you.
What does Will say about Paige as a boss?
He cracks up. Bro, he'll call me once a week with Paige stories, and he just cracks up. Will just loves the fact, bro, and this is why I am so thankful that my son is working for Paige. Did you hear what Paige just said about Vince Russo and his work ethic?
Yeah, crazy work ethic.
That's times 10 with Paige. The guy is freaking freaking stop. And like Will just call me hysterical. And bro, like I told Will when Paige hired him, I said, bro, let me tell you something. Paige is doing me a favor by hiring you. If you slack off, if you're lazy, I said, he's not going to stand for it, bro. You better go to that job. You better be prepared to keep up with him. And I said, bro, if you drag your ass, he's going to cut you loose, whether he's my friend or not. He never shuts it off, bro. Never. And that's why I love the guy. I love the guy for that.
You don't get the whole belt thing.
Don't
when
get the belt.
when the fans walk around with the belts.
Don't get the belt thing.
So you will castrate any fan that buys a replica belt.
Well, you got belts behind. I saw belts in your room.
Yeah, go ahead and castrate me. Get ready.
I saw the belts the other day, Mike.
Bro.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Oh yeah, Mike. Okay,
bro. Which one is this though?
Let's. That's the women's championship.
Dude, even got the custom side plates, man. Look at that. But I am gonna get it signed by her in 2 weeks. So, and that's gonna go right on my wall.
Hold on. So you're going. Let me break this down. I got to make sure I understand this, Mike. I got to watch my words carefully.
Go ahead.
So
you can castrate me. Go ahead.
You're going to one of these conventions. Which one is it, Mike?
It's just some Comic-Con here.
And you're actually going to be walking around with
No, I'm not walking around carrying it. I'm going to have it in the little zip case thing. I'm going to open it when I get to her. She's going to sign it. I'm going to put it back in the case, and I'm going to go walk it back to my car, and that's it. I'm not walking
How many
around.
times have you met her now?
This will be the third time.
Does she know you?
I think she does, only because, I played that video game tournament thing with her. So I'm going to get my belt signed by her. This is probably the most important belt to me. This is the belt when I was a kid. This was the belt.
WCW, the world champion, WCW that I won.
You know what, dude? I think I'm gonna buy that belt and I'm gonna have you sign it.
See that, bro? Look at that.
You gave me that idea. I'm gonna do that. That would be phenomenal. This is the belt that Hogan, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels.
That's the famous belt.
So I got 2 belts.
Mike's got belts. All right.
Yeah.
The belts. I mean, the people that are just walking around.
What kind of belt you got there, man? What is that?
Replica NWA Television Championship. I'm actually taking it. I'm eventually headed over to meet the Horsemen here in a little bit. So
nice. Show that belt.
I got this belt and I got my hardcore belt in my bag.
How many belts do you have?
3. I have this one, and then I have the Toys R Us WWE World Heavyweight title they had. And then commemorative IC title.
Toys R Us.
And then commemorative IC title.
Nice. How many belts do you own total?
Let's see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got at least 7 belts. 7 belts
nice,
I got going
man.
on.
Nice.
Jesus. 7 belts, Mike.
Yeah.
Mike, I don't know. Mike, buying a belt for that kind of money is one thing. It's a category of its own walking around with it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a whole other. They're carrying it around all freaking day, bro.
Watch Meltzer's face at the beginning of the question. The fan asks him, how can I get my friends and family to be more into New Japan? They only like WWE. And then Meltzer's face is just like, he's so, oh, fuck him,
I'm a big fan of New Japan and MLW and all the other independent, but I can't get my wife and daughter to watch them at all. But if they're watching WWE, they'll love to watch it. I'm just trying to see is there a way you think the independent scene could attract more families? Because they love to go to like WWE house shows, but they didn't want to come to anything like this. And I just feel like that's money on the table that's being left.
I don't have an answer because like my experience is like the exact opposite. I mean, it's weird to me because when I have brought friends that aren't wrestling fans, and they'll enjoy WWE, but they'll love PWG, and they'll love New Japan. I know that like people that I knew when I was younger that wrestling's stupid, and I would watch the Sunday Galavision AAA from Marina, Mexico. It's like, oh, if wrestling was like this. I would like it. So
I would love to get him psychoanalyzed. I mean, seriously, bro. Like I would pay. I swear to God, bro. I would pay like $500 for a psychiatrist to have a 1 hour session with Meltzer, record it, and then send me his thoughts, I would pay $500 for that right now.
Yes.
Because I don't get it. I don't understand it, bro. Even his face when you're talking about wrestling, he morphs into like a 12-year-old kid. Yes, his face like changes when you're talking about it.
So up next is Mitchell giving his answer to that question. And then at the end of it,
the bonus
Meltzer does that cackle and that psycho tongue gimmick.
Wait a minute.
Which Eric Bischoff mentioned on 83 Weeks.
This morning, somebody sent me a video clip of him, busting out in this creepy fucking laugh with his tongue wagging like a dog. I mean, he looked like somebody you would definitely want to keep away from an elementary school.
And then it went viral, man. As of now, I think there's 16,000 views on that.
Okay,
clip.
hold on, Mike. So let me get this straight. So you're recording this now. We're getting Mitchell's response. But all of a sudden, bro, to your surprise, and this wasn't planned, we get this bonus material that now has like 16,000 views.
Yeah. I saw him doing it when I wasn't recording. I was watching. I'm like, why does he keep sticking that tongue out?
No, but okay, but why didn't you get all that on camera?
Well, I saw it a couple times, and then I'm like, all right, he's gonna do it again. I gotta get a close up of this.
Classic.
So I zoomed in on his face, and
Mike,
and I got a good one, man. It looks like Ben would probably think the guy's shape shifting into a lizard.
He's a reptilian.
And there was a friend of mine, a school teacher, was like, you want to hang out this Saturday night? And I was like, I've already said I'm going to go to the show. And she invited herself along. I didn't want her to come because what I thought was she's not going to like it, or if she doesn't like it, I'm not leaving. It's like, I'm sorry. It's like, I don't give a crap. I mean, it's like, this is my job, and also I like it. So, and so Lori came, but she came anyway. And
hold on, Mike. I gotta watch this again.
Sorry. It's like, I don't give a crap. I mean, it's like, this is my job, and also I like it. So,
all right, you ready? I'm playing it again, Mike. You ready?
Yep.
I want to really grasp this. Hold on. Here we go.
Sorry. It's like, I don't give a crap. I mean, it's like, this is my job, and also I like it. I'm sorry.
Hold on, Mike.
Yeah.
There's mastery on your part here. Do you notice, Mike? You went to the close-up of Meltzer before the tongue waggle, like you anticipated it, bro.
I felt it was coming. Yeah.
I want to go back a couple more seconds. I want to point this out to people.
Yeah.
Watch how Mike goes to freaking Meltzer, bro, anticipating this.
While Mitchell's speaking.
Bro, this is like Nostradamus shit. Watch this. Hold on. Look at that.
Dude, you can't imagine how excited I was when I saw it through my view screen. That dude sticking that tongue out.
Mike, that is so good. My God.
Yeah.
God.
And that wasn't the only time he did it, man. He did it a few times. And I was only in the panel for 10, 15 minutes.
He's got something going on, bro. Yeah. Something. And like I said, the fact that he never talks about a family, which it tells me he could be reptilian.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
This is Mike Durband in action, bro. This is a shoot. Here we go.
If you get Hambone on this week, you got to ask him another thing. I almost got in a fight at All In.
Uh-oh, what happened?
We were in the first row of the 100 level, right? There was a guy in the floor seats. This dude was probably 3 people wide. He was just this big, fat slob, 3 people wide. Dude, you know how with Jeff, when you're on the floor, like everyone will jump up if there's a big move or an entrance?
Yeah.
And then eventually everybody goes down again, right?
Except this guy.
Yeah, you don't stand there where people can't see.
Yeah. This guy didn't sit down.
This guy would just be standing up 5 minutes after by himself, and people kept yelling at him to sit down, sit down.
Sit down! Sit down!
And he just kept ignoring everybody.
I finally had enough of it, and the guy just wouldn't sit down. So I took Hambone's cane. Well, first I gave him my phone, and I said, film this. And I took Hambone's cane, and I reached over and I jabbed the guy in the back, and I fucking yelled at him. I said,
"Wait, did you jab him with the hook end or the end?
The rubber end, the end, the rubber end."
So you're poking. What happens, bro?
So he turns around and he didn't know who did it, and then I yelled out, "Sit down!"
And then he started yelling at everybody, and he kept standing up.
So then I give Hambo the phone again, and I went out, or I walked around, and I got it right in his face.
And I thought they were going to go at it. They started, mouthing back and forth.
Wait, you walked around to the floor?
Yeah, I walked onto the floor.
And Hambone's filming this?
And Hambone's filming it, yeah. I got it all.
Guy's face, and then what?
And then his friend, who was like bigger than Kevin Nash, stood up.
Just like 8 feet tall.
Well, I thought Mike was going to have to fight both of these guys at the same time, and I was just like, wow, do I just throw Mike my cane since it's 2-on-1?
And then Hambone dropped the camera and sprinted to your 8.
Did he tell you?
No,
he did drop the phone, and so you don't see the end of it.
So what happened?
Finally, like 7 security guards came over and separated us.
You didn't tell me about that, Mike.
But they made him sit down, and he never got up again.
Oh, well, good.
Yeah.
And the guy was not a problem for the rest of the night.
So it worked. And then everybody in our row, everybody to my left was thanking me for doing that.
Good,
and
Mike.
People behind me. Yeah, I just can't stand that, man.
Yeah, I mean that's so
like you're the only one there. You're the only one. Yeah, you get to stand up.
Inconsiderate. That's what I'm looking for.
It was very exciting, but if they had actually gotten into a shoot fight, that would have been definitely something to see, filming it and having a front row seat to that.
We are here with the birthday boy, Ryan Satin. Wrestling fans are giving you all the credit for getting Vince Russo taken off Starrcast. How offended were you when it was announced that Vince Russo was booked originally?
I don't know if I was offended because I know that people like different things. Like everyone likes different things. Even here, coming here, obviously there's Russo fans here.
Yeah.
And I've talked to
not
some
many.
Not many. There are some. And, one of them I blocked, and he was here, and I talked to him in the bar last night, and we kind of hashed it out. And it was nice, but it was nice to hash it out with one of his supporters and just kind of see, now we can see eye to eye and be cool with everything. And so I wouldn't say I was offended. I was, I never wanted all that drama between Vince Russo and I. It wasn't something that I enjoyed, and I'm glad that it seems to be over at this point. It seems to be over, so hopefully it stays over.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, bro, let's make it clear. Since he sold his company to who did he sell it to again?
Collider.
Yeah, his tune has definitely changed. He would not have given this same interview 6 months ago. I guarantee you. And you know what, bro? That's a good thing. That's a good thing, because some of the things he did and some of the things he said, and bro, the guy flat out lied about stuff. Now you're responsible. Now you got to answer to somebody. Now you're just not going to be able to get away with the same stuff.
The first day of Starrcast, Wade Keller put out a tweet. Do you remember what that was about?
Oh yeah, wanting to get a ride to the gimmick. Yeah.
So he put out the tweet asking fans if they could give him a ride to Starrcast.
Right.
So I asked him, "Do you need a ride to the airport tomorrow?"
I don't.
Okay, you got that taken care of. Okay.
Oh God, Mike. That's too funny, bro.
You have to hear this mark praising the 4-star panel.
Oh my.
Brand, whoever's watching this, look at the words in the screen right now when you watch this.
Okay. Oh, this is
okay.
Hey guys, I'm Gabe. I'm from Connecticut, and first I wanted to thank you for what you do, because I think I speak for a lot of us as fans. You deepen and you enrich our fandom, so thank you for that. And I know you're all fans as well.
You deepen and you enrich our fandom.
You deepen and you enrich our fandom.
And look at all the people applauding that. They're, oh my God.
I don't get it.
No, that one confused me.
I don't get the whole thing. I don't get the whole concept. I don't get the whole thing. If I'm going to a Major League Baseball convention, I don't want to hear from people that are fans. I don't want to. I'm not going to pay money to hear people that are fans like me. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Never. I don't care. You're a fan just like me. I don't care. I don't get it. I don't get it. But yet somebody like me, you don't want to come to this thing. I mean, again, my first question would be, what makes you an expert? The only answer to that could be, I've watched 100,000 matches. But bro, that doesn't make you an expert, because there's a whole different side to it if you actually participated in those matches. You're not an expert at something because you watch it. I'll never get it, bro. I'll never get it.
The only people that should be thanking Meltzer and them are us. You know, we should be thanking him because he makes us laugh.
Yes,
on a weekly basis.
Yes.
So
And
I should have thanked
I
him.
thank all of them for that.
Yeah.
Bro, it would be boring without them.
Yeah. Thank God for them.
Yes, I agree 100%. It would be freaking boring for me without these guys.
How offended were you when Vince Russo was booked for Starrcast originally?
I was pissed. I was like, you can't be serious.
Vince Russo?
The guy's kind of a cancer to the business, in my opinion.
People don't like him. Basically, how he killed WCW.
So were you one of the people that tweeted Cody?
Yes, I was. Oh, I was right on that.
Honestly, I was happy he wasn't
You
coming.
were happy he wasn't coming?
Yes.
Why? You don't like him?
Not a huge fan of his.
What did you tweet to Cody?
I just was like, if Russo's booked, I'm definitely not all in. I'm going to be all out.
When he jumped over to WCW, I kind of questioned some of the stuff that he did.
He put the belt on himself, for God's sakes.
Yeah, and you know who else he put the belt on?
David Arquette's here today.
David Arquette.
How would you feel if Vince Russo was here at Starrcast?
Probably not pay no mind to his table.
Yeah, you wouldn't go pay money for an autograph?
No. It's
Some
my
say,
balls and shake his hand.
Fuck that guy, man.
Yeah, no, hell no.
It's my balls and shake. It's my balls. See now, Mike, listen, seriously, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to get hot. That to me is freaking gold. That to me is entertaining. I love that shit. I love that stuff. You know, bro, I'm going to itch my balls and shake his hand.
Here's another interview with Wade Keller.
God, you love Wade, bro.
I
You
love
are
Wade.
a Wade Keller guy, bro.
I'm thinking of subscribing.
Subscribe and get a shirt that says I'm a Wade Keller guy.
I almost chickened out before asking him this one. I had to I took a long pause because I didn't know how it was going to go. Whose cheeks would you most like to squeeze at All In or Starrcast?
Let me think.
Don't answer this.
Don't
answer.
Braun Strowman. Yeah, sure.
I asked him whose cheeks at All In or Starrcast, so I'm thinking one of these guys he'll name, but he named Braun Strowman.
Did I tell you I emailed Wade Keller?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. I don't get it. I don't freaking get it, bro. I don't get it.
I don't know, man.
Man to man, I sent you an email. I want to have a conversation with you.
Yeah.
And you ignore it. I don't get it, bro. Tell me one thing I've ever done to you in my freaking life other than make fun of your booking ideas.
Have you ever met him?
Yeah, he did a whole freaking sit-down interview with me and Ed Ferrara that's on DVD.
Oh,
I should send you. I've got some of those, Mike. I'll send them to you.
Yeah, I'd love to see that, man.
It was like a 2-part DVD collection gimmick.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're at the finale. Turn the volume way up on this one.
Really?
Yeah, turn the volume way up. Everybody at home watching.
Are you ready?
Go ahead.
3, 2, 1.
Can you do a fight forever chant?
Fight forever? Yeah.
Fight forever.
Fight forever. Fight forever.
Fight forever.
Yep.
Fight forever. Fight forever.
Oh God, I gotta do, bro. I swear to God, I gotta do the Baron Cohen thing. I've got to.
Yeah. None of those guys. I asked them to do the fight forever. None of them had a problem. They were more than happy to do it, and they did it loud, man. We were in that lobby, and it echoed in there. These guys just yelled it out, and everyone would turn around and look at him.
Bro,
there's no shame. They love this chant. They love this chanting, man.
Well, Mike, tremendous job. Tremendous. We got to make it even better next year. And I'm going to be a part of it, bro. But Mike, thanks for everything, bro. This has been phenomenal.
Yeah, it's been great, man.
Well, there you have it, everybody. Fight forever, bro. The last words.
Fight forever.
Of the Marks at the Starrcast convention and the All In show. Guys, none of that would have been possible without Mike. This was, as I said, bro, this was like a treasure chest of entertainment. I thank Mike for, taking the chance and also, entertaining us. I mean, this was Mike's idea. I did not. Mike, can you please clarify that I did not coerce you to do this? You actually came up with the idea.
All right. I'm going to do it. I was going to do it anyway. So this was planned even before you promised me my own special on the brand.
Mike,
this is all me. This is not, nobody pushed me to do this. This is me.
Is there, let's reflect back on this a little bit. First of all, let me ask you this. Looking at your piece of work, which is absolute art, is there anything you would have done differently?
Oh, I would have done the whole thing differently. Yeah. I would have spent less time waiting in lines for the meet and greets, and I would have spent 95% of the time walking around doing the interviews with the Marks, doing the interviews with the Kellers and the Meltzers and all those people.
Did your perception change? I know now you have, you're working on a personal relationship with Wade Keller. I understand that now. But, in general, bro, what were you expecting to walk into and what did you walk away from?
I went in there with pure hatred for some of these journalists. I was ready to just ambush them and attack them. But, after talking with them, that hatred turned into amusement. And I realized that these guys, whether it's the Mark, the fans, or the journalists, they provide us so much entertainment, and I thank them for that. I dedicate this film to those journalists. They entertain us on a weekly basis, man. They provide such laughter and joy for us, don't they?
And Mike, I say that every week. Anybody that listens to Castrating the Marks, I say it many times. I do the show for entertainment purposes because just some of the things that they say and some of their views are very, very entertaining to me. Bro, listen, man, if I said a lot of stupid shit, I would have no problem with them taking my comments and putting them on their show. And really, that's all it is. When Dave Meltz is saying that, a finish of a match was real, bro, I'm going to call you on that, bro, because it's not real. It's fake. They're not fighting, bro. So in turn, if I said something that was that ludicrous, I would expect the guys to do the same thing to me, Mike.
Yep. So again, this film is not an attack towards these people. This is a celebration of the ridiculousness that they spew out of their mouths and out of their keyboards every week. This is a celebration. This is the
Mike,
ultimate.
I love that. I love that. A celebration of ridiculousness. I love that, Mike. I love that.
Just seeing these guys in person, it really, just observing Meltzer in the wild, just watching this guy and watching him on stage and hearing him speak in person, it's fascinating. I felt like I was a scientist, like Jane Goodall, observing the chimps in the wild, in the jungle, These guys,
and that was the thing. The thing I take away from this, Mike, that I love more than anything, because there's a lot of great moments. But Mike, it's just the overall love and passion of them being there.
Yes.
That to me, if I had to explain that to somebody, I could not put that in the proper words, but to see it and what you captured and the excitement, just unbelievable, entertaining as hell. It's a way of life, Mike. It's not an entertainment outlet. It's a way of life. Those are two completely different things.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Well, there you have it, man. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. You know, Mike, we are all very, very, very grateful to you, bro. And I am really looking forward to this. You know, same time next year, maybe bringing this thing to the next level, and maybe it being a ritual where every year we got to figure out now how the hell we're going to get you in there. You know, again, man, just thank you so much for giving us this gift, bro.
I'd like to thank you for giving me my own special on the brand, and I'd like to thank the brand for supporting me during that whole weekend. I was getting texts, I was getting Facebook comments, Twitter comments, pumping me up, inspiring me. Thank you, brand. Thank you very much. This is for you.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it.
Go, everybody. Yeah, one happy family, the brand always working for each other. And guys, don't forget the word, man. This is what we're about. I don't hate any of these people. Mike doesn't hate any of these people. You know, we're going above and beyond to bring entertainment and to make you laugh. And bro, there's also a part of me that, you know, I hope these guys see the light. And I just really hope these guys realize sooner rather than later, bro, if you're being this obsessive over something, you're probably neglecting something that really matters, and you're going to find that out the hard way. And that's what I'm trying to bring to the table. What I'm trying to bring to the table is, guys, it's great to be entertained by this. It's, you know, it's a hobby. It's a passion. Look at my freaking albums behind me, bro. That's my hobby and that's my passion. But it doesn't consume my life, and I don't forget the things in my life that are the most important. And right up there on top of my list, bro, is just entertaining and making people laugh. And that's the message, and that's what Mike gave us as a gift. Guys, you know, spread the love, spread the warmth, spread the entertainment of the brand. I know you enjoyed it, bro, and we will catch up with you next time. Same bat time, same bat channel. Thank you, Mike Durband.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't have it written down. Okay, yeah, let's
listen to us. We're sitting here talking about a guy's freaking tongue, bro. I mean, come on.